All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started here in about 5 minutes. We're going to give the stragglers a chance to come on in. And let me go ahead and let you see this screen. I love to hear this motivational music before we get started. So let me go ahead and try to share that. Fantastic. So welcome. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. The presentation will be direct, like 20 minutes-ish, and we'll be good to go. We got a lot of things that I've been working on in the background and making everything better. So it's going to be an exciting 20-25 minutes with you, and a lifelong journey with this, because this is incredible, and I'm looking forward to sharing what we've got going on. So just invite your friends, your family, your business partners, anybody that has a measly $100 that wants to get 18.18% a month on their money. Invite them on in. This is something that everyone can do on the planet. Everyone can be a part of this. We'll get started in about 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to get somebody on that you want to get excited about life. You want them to get excited about opportunity, looking forward to the future, something that's fantastic. Okay, so get them on, invite, share. And if you don't want to, if you're passive, that is fine. We accept many, many passive people. No problem at all. Yeah, so we got about, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. So thank you very much, everyone, for just taking about 25 minutes out of your Saturday schedule to be a part of this presentation. You know, this is available 24/7 on our team page that I've created, the presentation I'm going to be doing. So the good thing is it's always there, but some people like to see a live presentation, and that's what I do on Saturdays. 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern. And so we're going to get started here in about 2 more minutes. Day for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that tells me right there. Dawn of a new day with an opportunity that can change your life, and it can work for everyone. Everyone. One more minute. One more minute to share this with someone to help change their life. One more minute. right, we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for being on this live Zoom. We have so many excited people that are here, and there's a reason for it. And as you can see, my screen says passive income like nothing else on earth. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of work done on the back end. Okay. And so we're going to get right into this presentation, but I want to say thank you for taking 20 minutes, 25 minutes here to look at this live presentation. It will be recorded as well, and I'll be sharing that on the Telegram platform, okay? So let me go ahead and share this presentation now. All right, hopefully everybody can see that. So bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Now, let's get into this, right? We invite you to be a part of the most powerful, do nothing, passive income system you've ever seen. Now, why am I saying that? Some people will say, yeah, right, do nothing, come on, passive income, come on. Well, you have to understand, the reason it's this way is because of the company, what they do, the ecosystem they've created, and it's also because of what I have done, okay, to allow this to be a whole passive system. As much as we can, that's what we, the company, and I have done, because the bottom line is, I don't know you, but I think most people would not want to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, work, 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 work. Don't you want to be able to enjoy life? And that's what this opportunity is about. It's about enjoying your life, being able to make money while you're sleeping, while you're working, if you still have a job. And then while you're traveling, you're still earning. Okay. That is what this is about. And also, there's only 24 hours in a day, and you can only work so many hours. And you can, if you have a job, you can only get paid on so many hours. So most people work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, they get paid, and then they're not getting paid. Well, what if you could get paid on thousands of hours a day? That's what leverage is all about. That's what this opportunity is all about. If you don't understand that, these next slides may explain that. And if you need to get further inside understanding, just ask the person that referred you. Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. So we ask you to give us 20 minutes so you can experience global automatic do nothing 100% passive income. I mean, what if this could be an opportunity for you that you really could do that? And what if it was only $100 one-time deposit just to see, right? Now, I've got to tell you, we have people depositing over $300,000 into this program. All right. But anyone can start at $100 one time. No setup fees, no monthly fees. Okay. So we ask you to listen to this information. I ask you to avoid all of the darn distractions that we have going on. Family and kids and the internet and the phones and the tablets and everything else going on. Avoid those distractions. And I also ask that you establish your free account with the person that referred you. It takes 15 seconds. Heck, even if you don't even fund it, get your darn free account. And that way, for the effort they've put in to share it with you, if anything ever changes, you'll be with them. It's fair, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the link below this video or get back to the person. And of course, I misspelled back. Thank God. Here, I got to fix that. To the person that referred you to at least establish your free account. Okay. And it takes no time, and you'll be glad that you didn't let life get in the way of your dreams, your desires, and your goals. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much going on. And On top of that, everything else that's going on, and there's an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity coming around, and you do not want to miss this one. Okay, I have been in the network marketing industry since 1990, so I am not a spring chicken. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. I love to work with people. I love to bless people, build a team, create leverage, right? I can bless others and bless myself at the same time. That's why I love it. I've also been in the crypto space since about 2015. All right. I know that area. And the combination of the two is the most powerful thing you could be a part of. So let's get into the quick basics here. Let's not let life get in the way. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, at $100 one time, there's no reason not to be a part of this program. Thousands and thousands have joined us. Okay. Why not you? What the heck are you doing? All right, let's go. You know, well, other opportunities out there, like I talked about the other opportunities, they get you to join them. Then you find out that you're going to have to do a whole heck of a lot. Now, what do I mean by do? Now, my system is as automated as you can possibly make it, and we'll add more things to make it even better. But the bottom line is, most opportunities, you're going to have to create a website, capture pages, videos. You're going to create emails, texting campaigns. That all of that has to convince people, all right, to join you. And then you have to follow up and hopefully close that sale, right? That is a lot of stuff there. There's a lot involved with being an online business owner where you have to find, you know, get a product that people want, first of all. Okay. Our product is put your deposit in and go to bed. That's our product, right? And then leverage. That's what our product is. And make money while you sleep. That's what our product is. So that covers everyone. I don't know anyone on the planet that doesn't want to do that. But with other companies, you got to do all this stuff, right? You have to advertise. Just because you have a website, trust me, you have to advertise to get people there. They're not just going to show up there. They're not going to go to your website and say, "Oh, wow, I'm so glad, Lee went ahead and created this. I've been waiting for 10,000 years to go ahead and get on this so I can buy his product, join his opportunity, whatever the heck it is," right? No. So you have to be an expert at advertising. And also, you better become a sales pro, and you better call, and you're going to have follow-up skills, and you're going to have to be able to, those emails better be convincing, the phone calls, the texts, and hopefully you can close that sale, right? Now, most people don't have the desire or the time to do all that, all right? Now, we eliminate most of the stuff that you have to, quote, do. Now, I cannot eliminate everything, okay? But with the invention of artificial intelligence and things like that, things are getting incredibly simple, okay, and easy, right? So we begin, ladies and gentlemen, with a do nothing 100% passive income source. So you simply deposit your funds $100 or more into the account, and you're making 18.18% a month on your deposit. That's it. You're done. You don't have to do anything further. Nothing. Now, you don't have to share it. You don't have to do anything. So if you do desire to share this with others, it is much easier when you're sharing something that starts off as a 100% passive do nothing income source, right? Make a deposit and go into a coma, right? That's it, right? Now, also, you can join our global co-op. We're going to go in a little bit of details today on that. And that what that does is bring people who are interested in xailes to your email inbox, eliminating practically everything you have to, quote, do with other opportunities. Okay? And we'll get into that. So what are we talking about? 4 pillars here, ladies and gentlemen. Passive income while you sleep, travel, work. $100 one time, you get 18.18% every single month on your deposit. That will translate in 22 months when the contract is over to a 4x on your money. 4x. Whatever you deposit, it ends up being a 4x in 22 months. Residual income. You can receive a residual income, which is more new money coming in from the global team. You share it, they share it, they share it down 10 levels. You get 5% of whatever their rewards are every month. Okay. You're going to see it adds up to a ton of money, ladies and gentlemen. It's incredible. Passive and residual. You know, you can buy a co-op share and start to build your team. All right, with buying a share in our co-op. We'll go into a little bit of details, like I said. So here we go. 100% passively receive 18.18% per month on your money, and the minimum is $100. Now, I'm going to use $5,000 here as an example. People say, well, I don't have $5,000. I said $100 one time, no setup fees, no monthly fees to get started. You can put anything at 100 or more, anything you want. Okay. In this example, throughout this presentation, I'm using $5,000 because the average is $5,000, what people put in. All the way, like I said, up to $300,000, okay, that I've seen. Now, $5,000 at 18.18%, let me tell you something. If most people would say, man, if I could get 18% a year on my 401k, that would be incredible. This is monthly, ladies and gentlemen, monthly, not annual, okay? $909 a month coming in month after month without compounding, without putting that deposit more at depositing more money or referring a single soul. Okay. Now, you'll have your original seed money back in 6 months or less. That means if you didn't refer anyone and you didn't compound, you'll have your money back in 6 months, right back into your bank account, right? Or your crypto wallet, whatever. That means you'll be able to 4x your money in 22 months or less. And so here's an example. $909 monthly for 22 months. That's $19,998. That's 4x. That's basically $20,000, ladies and gentlemen, right? Plus, most of us are not keeping this darn thing a secret. Why would you? Okay, keep this a secret. There's no risk. $100, right? $100, you're good to go, and you can experience it, and everyone can experience. But what happens? You're going to receive 5% or more on your global team's monthly rewards down 10 levels. Okay, you're going to see an example of this. Okay, $5,000. That person receives $909 monthly. You get 5% of that $909. That just on one person that deposited $5,000, you get 5%, and you might not even know who that person is because that's on your level 2 through 10, okay, around the world. All right, and that's $45.45 monthly, and you don't even want to know where it came from. Now, if you think about that, that's if you had 1,000 people at that level somewhere around the world, that's $45,000 a month. Now, that is incredible. And most people, they have never experienced money while you sleep. You know, Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. And it's true, right? Now, to do this, to refer people, you have to have an active deposit of $100 or more. So anything we talk about where it talks about a team and referring, get your account active for $100 or more one time so you can start referring people. Now let's break down the referral rewards, okay? Now, if everyone ultimately referred 5 people who deposited $5,000 in the monthly plan, okay? What that means is you might have started off at $100 or $1,000, but since that's such a small amount, maybe you didn't have the funds, maybe you're a little skeptical. What you're going to do is you're going to add more and you're going to redeposit your monthly rewards and make it get to $5,000. So at level 1, you referred 5 people one time. Okay, that's $90.90 on your level 1s because you get 10%, and that's $454.50 every single month. Now, that doesn't include the fact that you get 4% of their deposited $5,000 or whatever they deposit, okay? Let's talk about monthly automatic rewards, whether you're working or not, okay? You referred 5 people. Now, let's just say you stop referring people. That's not going to happen because you're going to get more and more excited. But now They each said, I'm going to refer 5 people. If Lee can refer 5 people, I can refer 5 people. If Lee can deposit $5,000, I'm going to deposit $5,000 or work my account up to get to $5,000. But guess what? That's another $1,100. On level 3, those 5 refer 5. That's $5,600. 125 each refer 5 people one time. That's another $28,000. Okay? That's over 10 million people all the way through 10 levels. That's a little bit ridiculous. But you have to understand something. This is leverage. This is what I'm talking about. So at first you had only 5 people, you're making $454 a month. Great. But guess what? When you allow other people to be blessed and you can be blessed at the same time, this is where the leverage comes in. Okay? I don't know anyone on the planet that would say, I don't want that. That's crap, right? Let's just say you had that 1,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 45,450 people. I didn't say 10 million people. I said 1,000. All right? Monthly rewards for you. And it's the same thing for everybody on the whole team. It's not just you getting 5%. Everybody that's within that 10 level range, that within 10 levels is getting 5% or more on the monthly rewards. And then you want to think about being a part of our global advertising co-op that could help you grow your global team even faster. So we advertise, okay? They would see a site just like you are right now. Normally this video is on the website. So if you think about it, the people see the darn advertising, right? They're like, oh, this looks good. Then they go to the video and they see the video that says they can make 18.18%. They're experiencing the passive do nothing 100% income, passive income. And they're like, well, okay, I can do that. So you understand that this is, they're going to experience it live right in front of them. And they cannot say, oh, well, this crap don't work. You're here. If you're on the darn site, you can't say that the dang thing doesn't work. So you can just be quiet right there, right? So you can get to that $45,000 monthly even sooner. And then remember, you must have an active deposit to do this. You cannot refer anyone unless you have at least $100 working for you. So get that done, okay? Now, here's the reasons why you want to join the co-op. Massive leverage. It puts your global team growth on steroids. Let me give you this example. This is the breakdown of the co-op. Now, the goal is 25 leads per share. If you buy 1 share, it's $45. You buy 2 shares, it's $85. A little bit of a discount. You buy 3 shares, it's a little bit more of a discount per share. Now, can I guarantee you that you're going to get 25 or more leads? No, I can't. But this last co-op, this last session we did, they did. Okay. Now, what I've decided to do is what I've been doing is getting their name and email. I am going to force people to put in a darn phone number. Okay. So that may allow the leads to be a little bit less because if they're skeptical, they don't want to put it in, maybe they put a wrong phone number. I'm just being upfront with you. But I'll tell you what, when you have a phone number and you can act, because we want to bless people. We're not playing games here. We're not just like, here, join an opportunity and have a great day. I'm not just out to get your money. Neither is the person that joins a co-op. We're out to bless you and create a global big team. Okay. So I'm not here for the short term. I'm here for the long term. And that's what this is all about. And the join goal out of the 25 leads or whatever you get is we want to get 10%. That would be 2.5. Let's just go with 2 people per share. Okay, that fund their xailes account. Okay. Now we're going to go with that. They're going to fund with $5,000. Okay. Whatever the heck it is, it's more money than you're getting right now while you sleep. Let me just put it that darn way. Okay. Whatever it is, you're going to receive based on the one-time deposit of $5,000. You're going to get an instant $400 from 2 people. And then if you got 3 shares, that's $1,200. So you're telling me that you spent 120 and then you're instantly, if you had 3 people, you had 3 shares, that's 6 people. 6 people that joined. You're telling me you get an instant 400, and if you had 3 shares, that's 1,200. And then the monthly, look at that, 181 monthly, and at $545 if you had 3 shares. If you don't understand the numbers, you can work them out when you're done here watching this, but this is exactly the numbers. And so what does it do? It starts off with you. It starts off with you depositing. It starts off with you joining the co-op, and then we just go to work for you. And then you have to tell the people to help them. You have to help the people fund their accounts. That's it. They're going to go in your inbox. All you got to do is say, hey, let's get your account funded. It may not be that simple, ladies and gentlemen. You might have to follow up a little bit, but we've done all the work. Okay, we've advertised, we created websites, we got the leads, they're filling out the forms, they go into your inbox. What else do you want? You're making money passively at 18.18%. So look, if everyone buys 1 share per week or 1 share, you do 4 sessions, okay? 4 co-op sessions is what I'm getting at. Okay, right now we've spread it out. We're skipping a week to get people enrolled, and then we're getting it going, right? So massive leverage is what this is all about. Leverage. Your global team growth and your income is going to be on steroids. Okay, 25 leads per share. The cost, you see what the amount is, right? After 1 month, 4 shares that you purchased, 10%, 2 people per share. You bought 1 share, not 3 shares, okay? Each session, 4 sessions. They're going to fund their account. That's 8 new members, and you're no longer going to pay for the co-op. Okay, this is the simplest gosh darn thing you could ever do. Now what? After 2 months, those 8 people did the same thing you did. They got 8. Okay, 64 new members. And they're done, right? Then those 8 did 8. What if they keep going? What the heck? What if they keep going? What if you keep going? What if you keep buying shares? What if you keep following up with people? What if you get more than 8? What? This is just 8 who get 8. Now, I understand in a perfect world, this is 32,000. The grand total after 6 months is about 300,000 members. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what if you actually only did 10% of that? That's 29,000. That's 30,000 members. That's times $45.45 a month. This is you doing a little, them doing a little, them doing a little, and then guess what happens? Monthly income, ladies and gentlemen, $1 million a month. Now, let's say, that doesn't even happen. Let's say I know people that have never gotten money while they sleep in their, this is money while you sleep, passive income, okay? All based on x-ailes. Now, this is not a guarantee, ladies and gentlemen. I have to show you the numbers, but I cannot guarantee this, okay? What do? You join it, and if it all flops the heck out, then you lost $120 or something, all right? All I can say is I am doing everything I can to make this happen for you. So how is this all possible? Where the heck is all of this money coming from? In addition to the company being extremely profitable in many different ways, other than the one-time and extra bonuses like the car bonuses, all of this money, the referral bonuses that you get, is going toward your forexing of your money, okay? The referral bonuses allow you to forex your money in as little as 1 month. So in the example of you're making $1 million a month, you would have to deposit $250,000, and that would let you make $1 million a month. Okay, but guess what? As your accounts grow, you're making all this money. You're just making your account bigger and bigger and bigger. So every month you deposit 10,000, you made 40,000. Now you deposit 20,000, you make 80,000, right? That is how this works. Incredible concept. Also, x-ailes is proven since November 2023 and profitable because the core investors are members of the royal family in Dubai. We're going to be having a Dubai trip. Maybe David's going to come on here in a moment. I hope he's available. And we're going to see if he can talk with us a little bit about some numbers and what's going on, about some investors depositing amounts and all that good stuff. Investing, they're also investors. They're a part of this, and they're all this money coming in, ladies and gentlemen. They're trading it as well. They're doing arbitrage trading. They're also part of the blockchain technology. They own 80% of the nodes on the Merlin network. What is a node? Let me give you that real quick. A node is if you're a business owner and you have a credit card machine at your business and people swipe and you pay a fee, those credit card machines are like a node. Okay. A node handles the transactions on a global scale for everyone that wants to trade or swap or buy or sell crypto. That's what it's. And it's on the Merlin blockchain, right? They also created and continue to purchase their own coin called Pond. There's so much more. Okay. Bottom line is, what you need to do is you need to deposit and see it work for you and share with others if you want to. That's it. Join the co-op if you want. So people would say yes, and you want to get your free account right now. Okay. Right now with the person, right now, right when I'm done with this presentation. This isn't like, oh, let me think about it. What are you thinking about? Man, there are people that making a, oh my God. We'll let David talk about what people are earning every single month. We'll let him talk about that, okay? 4x on your money in 22 months or less. Thousands of dollars in additional new money because you're building a global team. Is this real? Yes, it's real. It's solid and extremely profitable, and they have a 20-year vision for this. Now, we're going to hold your hand. The person that referred you is going to hold your hand and help you do everything and everything. Okay, anything and everything that you need to get. You might know nothing about investing, and you don't have to know crap about anything. You don't have to know anything about crypto. We're going to help you. You just have to do what you need to do to get it done, right? So you're going to get back to the person that referred you to get started. And I'm going to stop this share right now. Let me see. Did I stop? I guess I did stop it. Let me see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try to see if I can find out here, if I can see if David's on. Yeah, it looks like I got a couple connections here. David, are you there? David, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Let me try to promote you to a panelist so you can share your screen possibly.
Yeah, excuse me. All right, here we go.
All right, and I got a little bit of a cold, ladies and gentlemen, but doing good, doing good. All right, so are you able to share your screen?
Yeah, there we go.
Fantastic. All right, so anyway, we're going to just end this in a minute, but I wanted you to come on and just say hi to everyone. I know you're a numbers guy, and man, I'm excited. The last co-op session that I did was fantastic. We had everybody got in this one, everybody got 30 per share, 30 leads per share, so it was good. But anyway, I just want you to say, hello to everyone. What's going on with the deposits? How are they doing? What are they earning monthly? Whatever you need to share, just we'll do that, and then we'll end this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Lee. This is amazing what you put together for everybody. Lee doesn't have to do this, wake up early Saturday mornings, but he's doing this because he cares. And he did mention that, he wants to pay it forward and bless other people. And I feel that with x-ailes and the system that is with x-ailes, you have a way to do that and help a lot of people get what they want. Because the thing is this, everybody could use an extra $500 nowadays. People could use an extra $1,000 nowadays, and I think by people putting in their deposits and x-ailes, people are achieving that. And the co-op that Lee put together, it's brilliant because you guys, it's helping everybody achieve their goals if they want to share it with other people. And if you are on this video right now on the call, or you're watching the replay, take advantage of it because this is something that's really going to benefit you, whether you want to share it or not. I mean, just to earn an extra passive income residually, because the way x-ailes is designed, it's for anybody who wants to just come and make a deposit, or you want to refer other people and build a team and make extra passive income, which is icing on the cake. But it's kind of cool because you could just make a deposit one time and set it and forget it. And Lee was right, hit the nail on the head. He's like, you know what? Make a deposit, walk away, just get your monthly withdrawals if you choose to, or you could build a team and refer other people. So, but just to give you guys a little bit of backstory of my experience in x-ailes, about a year and 6 months ago, going on a year and 7 months, I heard about x-ailes. And I made deposit. I started off with like $5,000. And, I said, I could have came in at $100. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Only reason is because you'll make at the 18% a month, you make 18 bucks a month, which is not too lucrative for me. But if that's what you want to do, test it out, you can. But 5,000 was the starting point. And I said, all right, you know what? Let me go ahead and bump it up some more. But looking back in retrospect, because I didn't make a bigger deposit until almost a year later. And I said, wow, I see all these people around me withdrawing $50,000 a month, even $100,000 a month. And there was a time in this space where, I'm sorry, in this ecosystem with xailes, there was nobody really signing up in xailes because it was kind of new. There was really, not a lot of buzz around it, and there still isn't right now. This is something where, this is kind of like a hidden gem. It's a diamond in the rough. It's really underrated because of what they've done. There's a lot of shiny things out there, and people reach out to me all the time, and they're like, "Hey, you got to join this, join this." It's paying 2% a day, 3% a day. I'm like, that is crazy. That's not sustainable. I've been in this space a long time to see what's sustainable, what's not. And the way that xailes has designed it is very sustainable. And that's the reason why I'm pouring in a lot more money. Next month, I'll be making a withdrawal personally, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that those results, but just showing other people's results, because in our Telegram group we have people making these big deposits and their balances are anywhere from $300,000 to you're looking at 100 something thousand. But get in where you fit in. You don't have to put that much. You can start small and then just increase it as you go. But like Lee was saying, they own 80% of the Merlin nodes. And that's a one way that they make money. They do arbitrage trading. So there's just not one way that this company makes money for everybody. It's a brilliant way that they do it, and the integrity and one thing that I'll never know, or nobody will ever know, is the intentions behind anybody with a platform like this, right? But getting to know Vamsi, he's one of the co-founders. Getting to know Siam, getting to know Banu. I mean, these people are just the people who have a heart of gold. Because when I talk to them and I reach out to them, they're always constantly trying to find a way to improve, and the transparency is there. And one thing that I can say about these people is the integrity, but the intentions is something that we'll never know. I kind of feel, with their intentions are golden, are they're true to what they say. And the reason why I say that is because I had two questions in the past about a year and a half ago. And I asked Vamsi, I said, hey, will we ever have any issues with the website? And he said, no. And I said, well, will we ever have any issues with the payments? Because that's one of the issues in this space that we typically have. Once you start seeing that, it's like, wow, like, how, if you're doing so well, how come there's issues on the payments? Why are you guys pausing it? And a year and 7 months later, guys, there has been zero issues whatsoever with any of the withdrawals. I get it like within 8 hours or less. And there's people right now withdrawing $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. And it's a beautiful thing. And you see that, the way that they design the staking packages, you come in and you make a deposit, let's say you make $1,000 deposit, that's good for 22 months. And it's brilliant because they created it in a way that is sustainable for them and it's lucrative for them and us. So it's a win-win altogether. And you're going to 4 times whatever deposit that you put in. So you put $1,000, you don't refer anybody. Within 22 months, you'll make $4,000. And within those months, those 22 months, you could withdraw those monthly earnings of 18.18%. So, just grab a calculator, run the numbers. It's 18% of whatever deposit you have. And every time you make a new deposit, it starts a new 22-month staking package, which is brilliant because it just makes things so much easier. And you can keep track of everything that you have. But you guys, I mean, I don't want to talk forever and ramble on, but yeah, Lee, if you have any other questions for me, I mean, I'll be more than happy to answer, but I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of the backdrop and the story and basically my experience with xailes.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you can be a part of. You don't have to be, some people say, I just don't have thousand. I've had people say, I don't have $5,000. I cannot drive it home enough. You need $100 in your account. Okay. You can start to change your life with $100. You do not need thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, some people, they're like millionaires, billionaires, and they're just throwing the money in, and they're able to take full advantage of this opportunity. And so can you. It's going to start off at some point, but David was saying that people, they're pulling out this money that they're getting, and you know what? People have been able to leave their jobs, job or job. Some people had more than one job, right? That is incredible. They're getting, maybe you can mention just a little bit more about the car bonus, maybe something like that on that, and then we'll just call it a day. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't have all the numbers because right now I'm not the home office, but basically the car bonus is you got to hit a certain level, right? So when you're referring people, um, I forgot what those numbers are, but
Mhm.
I'll just tell you this much: you need to reach a certain rank, right? And
Right.
once you do it, what they're going to do is they're going to give you an upfront bonus. I don't know what was it, Lee, like a 25,000.
I think
It's
it's
something
20, like
big.
I think it's 20,000. So just
20, yeah.
let's just say it's $20,000 upfront bonus plus.
Plus $1,000 a month to cover your car bonus to cover your car expense, and up to 50,000. So that's just think about what kind of car you would want to get if you add the 20,000 plus up to 50,000. That's already $70,000. Pick out any car you want practically.
Yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, that's in addition to all of the other money that we've talked about that you're making with this. So it's incredible. So with that being said, thank you, David, and thanks for everyone that's on this live Zoom. I'm recording it. I'll share it, let you be able to share it out. And with that being said, hey, we'll catch you. Get your account funded. Get that free account. Get it funded, and we'll catch you on the trainings and everything else